Hi FlossTube, it's Karen. It's my third video. I haven't done one since it's been about 2 months. I have been really busy in the past couple months and I'm trying to get a little bit of stitching done. I haven't got as much stitching done as I really wanted to. I took on a second job at night cleaning offices, and that's taking away from some of my stitching time, but it's given me some extra money, which I need right now. So I have a couple whips that I'll show, a little bit of progress on both of those. And I have a few patterns I bought and a box of stuff I bought from a lady off of a classified ad. So I'll show some of that. And then I'm going to do the holiday tag. And this is my third attempt at making this video. Last night I tried to make one. I got through about 40 minutes and it was done, and I watched it back and I didn't like it, mostly because my sister was here last night. She cleans my rat's cage. I have pet rats and I'm allergic to them, and I went into a sneezing fit last night, and I sneezed and sniffed and coughed and hacked through my whole video, so I didn't really notice it as much when I was doing the video than I did when I actually watched it back. So I thought, yeah, I'm going to start over. So here I am starting over again. And it's kind of sad because last night I decided to have my sister join in on the holiday tag. And it was kind of funny, some of our answers that we had, but well, her answers were funny, but I don't know how to edit videos, so I can't make this video and then add part of that one in. I have no idea how to do that. So I'm just going to start over without her. So the first thing I'll show is my pinup girl, and I don't know if I can fit her in the whole thing in the camera because she's so big. I'll show you the bottom first. For anybody you've already probably seen it, but anybody who hasn't seen it, there's the bottom. And as you can see, I still have her hand to do and the rest of her head and her Santa hat. And she will be done. I can't wait to have her done and framed, but she's so big. I have no idea how much it's going to cost to frame this cross stitch, but we'll see. I'll be glad when it's done. I'm kind of getting tired of working on it. I just got my hair cut yesterday. I ended up with bangs and blue and pink and purple. You can't really see it, but in the sunshine it's really, really vibrant. So I haven't had a haircut in about 1.5 years, so it was much needed. So the next thing is my friend Joanne's lighthouse. I don't really have a picture of it right in front of me, but this is the progress on the lighthouse. I'm on page 3 of 16. So I put this one down for a little while because I wanted to focus on finishing the pinup girl, just where it's Christmas and all. So wanted to get that one done, and now the lighthouse will be my focus to finish project for 2016, which I hope I'll have it done in probably, I'm going to give it about 5 months. I think I should have it done in 5 months. So the next thing is working on a Quaker ball, and this is the project that I'm just traveling with when I go to my sister's to visit. I take it with me because it's easy. It's only one color, so it's easy to just bring the Q-snap and this and a color and a pair of scissors and a needle. There's 26 squares. I've got 12 little ones, and then there's 8 medium size and 6 large ones. So I'm on the first medium size square. And then you just cut them out and sew them together, and then fill it with some polyfill, I think. And then it looks like this at the end. So hopefully mine will look like that. If not, then I tried. I won't ever make one again if it doesn't turn out. So there's that. And the other thing is I did finish 2 little Christmas bottles. This one is, I don't know if you can really see it. It's a cat. Well, you can't really see it. It's a cat sitting next to a Christmas tree. It's very glary in here. Oh, maybe if I pull it back a little bit like that. Cat in a tree. This one's easier to see. It's just a Christmas owl. And I purchased an owl birth sampler for my best friend's daughter. She's going to be a year in February. And it's very glary. And there's a pink owl and a blue, and I'm just going to swap out the colors in the blue and change it to purple because her bedroom is pink and purple and owl themed. And it says, read me a story, tuck me in tight, say a sweet prayer, and kiss me goodnight. So I'll start that one probably after Christmas. And I'm trying to make this video quick because she's on her way here now with the baby. She probably should be here in 15 minutes. And I bought a couple magazines, the Cross Stitch, just Cross Stitch magazine, mainly for this holiday word stocking. I really like that. I've never done one of those words cross stitches before, so I'll probably make that for next year. And I'd like to do ornaments next year too, so I might make a few ornaments and put them away for Christmas for next year. So I got the Christmas Ornaments magazine. And I really liked Frosted Pumpkin stitchery. And I don't have anything Frosted Pumpkin, so I bought the 12 Days of Christmas. And I'm going to do that for myself for next year. And then the last thing I bought was Beware of Halloween. And I'm going to make that for myself for next year. I like the moon because he has a face. He's funny. And then the other thing was the box I bought from, there's a lady in our city who cross stitches, and she told me that her friends and coworkers, and they all just give her magazines and cross-stitch books, and they start to pile up. She takes what she wants, and then she sells the box. So she sold me the box for $50. And the box is absolutely huge. I can't even lift it. It's so heavy. There's like over 100 pamphlets, leaflets, hardcover books. There's magazines. This is one of the magazines. My boyfriend loves this elephant, so it's called the Jeweled Elephant. He wants me to do that one for him. So I might do that one. It's really colorful. I love it. In the box came a Q-snap. So now I have an extra Q-snap, and it's a little bit bigger than the 2 that I already have, so that was a bonus. Also in the box is a cross-stitch book, Cats of the World. And I've seen this before somewhere. And there's a price tag of $42.99 on it, so I would never spend that much on a cross-stitch book. I like to buy things cheap or inexpensive, but anyway, there's a tiger that I'd like to do. I've tried 2 tigers before, and they end up being UFOs. They're in a box somewhere, and I never did finish them, so maybe I shouldn't start a tiger until I finish those ones. But there's some really cute patterns in here. This one, I've already done. I think I showed it in one of my first videos. I made it for my daughter when she was little. So that I still have to get framed. And in the box, there was a ton of floss. There's a bag of fabric. Some of it has never been opened. It's still in the packaging. There was 5 or 6 different small kits that have never been opened. I haven't even gone through the whole box, so that'll give me... I might this week go through and see what I want to keep and see what I want to get rid of. Excuse me. So that's that. That's all I have done. And the next thing, I'll finish the video off with the Molly and Joe's holiday tag. So I'm having a hard time with the answers to these questions. So I did the video last night, and we struggled with the answers to the questions. But we'll see how it goes. Number 1, what's the worst holiday gift you've ever received? And then what's the best holiday gift you ever received? My sister and I laughed about this one because the worst holiday gift we ever received was from my aunt. Back when I was about probably 15, she bought us a gift card. And then along with the gift card, she bought us each a pair of underwear. We were tiny back then. We were teenagers. The underwear was probably a size 5X. We could probably fit 6 of us in one pair of underwear. It was so big. It was massive. We kept them for the longest time just to show people how big these underwear were. I didn't think underwear even came in that size, but at the time when I was 15. So that was the worst gift. It was actually the funniest gift. The best gift, I don't know. I like gifts that are thoughtful, and I like, hey, my cat was using my Quaker Ball cross stitch as a scratching post. I don't think she wrecked it. But anyway, best gift was probably my from my boyfriend. It was an autographed picture of Lorena McKennitt. She's my favorite singer, and he emailed and wrote her and bugged the crap out of her until she sent him an autographed picture of herself for me. So, and he had it framed. So that was my best gift and probably the most thoughtful. Number 2, what holiday do you celebrate at this time of year? Christmas. Although I tell everybody this year I'm not celebrating Christmas. We have, we're in a little bit of a rut because a year ago my dad passed away in October. And with his passing, we inherited his house, which was in disarray. It needed to be renovated if we had any hopes of selling it at all, because otherwise we would have taken a huge loss if we sold it as is. So the money that he left us for our insurance, we ended up putting back into the house to renovate it. So it left us with no money. So now we have this house we've had for a year. It's fully renovated. It's beautiful. And we've already had to knock the price down about $20,000 because the market is really bad and nobody's buying. It is a buyer's market, but there's so many houses out there that they're just overlooking this one, or there's a better house out there than this one, and we're just having a hard time selling it. So between my sister and I, we had to pay the insurance every month on this house, the property tax. We have to heat it for the winter, so we have a power bill to pay every month. On top of our own houses, we both have mortgages. We both have the water taxes and bills and insurance, and so when all is said and done at the end of the day or end of the month, we don't have any money left over. So until this house sells, we're in a financial rut, So we decided, my sister and I, to postpone Christmas this year. And it breaks my heart because I'm a giver. I do not care if I receive gifts. I just want to make sure I can give gifts to everybody that I normally give gifts to. So, like I told my best friend, I said, please don't buy for me this year because I really can't afford to buy for you. And she said she bought for me anyway. So now I just felt obligated. So I did buy her a gift and her baby. But I said to my boyfriend, when the house sells, we'll do something for each other with some of the money. And I said to my sister the same thing. Well, once the house sells, we'll be in a better state, and we can buy each other something for Christmas afterwards, or we can just forgo Christmas altogether, and next year we'll do more for each other. Just a second, my cat is picking my Quaker ball. Cross stitch again. So we're not doing Christmas this year, we say. I didn't put a Christmas tree up. And it's bothering me every day that I don't have a Christmas tree up. I have snowmen and lights, and it looks festive in here because I'm trying to keep the Christmas spirit, because it's not about buying. It's not about giving and receiving. It's more than that. And we don't need to spend a lot of money on Christmas this year. And it just bugs me that I can't. I am buying for my daughter and my stepdaughter. They're the only people other than my friend that I'm buying for. So there's going to be nothing under a tree this year for us. So I'm fine with that, but I don't want to have a tree if there's going to be no presents. So, and another thing is with the tree is I have the 3 cats, and last year I decorated the tree every day until Christmas. Well, actually I decorated the tree every day until the tree went down, because those cats were climbing it and they had every ornament under the couch. And I was finding ornaments all year in the living room, under chairs and couches, and they carry them off, hide them throughout the house. So anyway, I don't have a tree, but I'm listening to Christmas music. I'm trying to get in the spirit, and it's really, really difficult because I can't buy the presents that I want to buy this year. It's really bugging me. And I mean, I spent $50 on that box, and I even said to my boyfriend, I feel guilty about spending $50 on that box, but I bought a box from the same lady a year ago, did the same thing. I took the stuff out of it that I wanted to keep, and I sold the rest of it, and I got $75 out of that box, so I kept everything I wanted, and still made $75, so I gained $25. So I might do the same with this box and end up with a few dollars more. So we'll see. I don't know. I forget what question I was on. Oh, number 3. What is your favorite holiday cookie or candy? Probably those, they're called chicken bones. They're little pink candies with they're cinnamon with like a little chocolate center. They're my favorite. I'm not a big fan of candy canes, but I do like candy cane flavored stuff, like the chocolate candy cane bark. I like that. Shortbread cookies, I love those. I haven't done any baking. I don't normally bake for Christmas. I always say I'm going to bake, and last year I made some shortbread cookies, and I make the occasional cookie now and again, and I used to say, if I had a KitchenAid mixer and they're so expensive, I would bake more. And they're $300, and I could not fathom paying $300 for a KitchenAid mixer just to make cookies and stuff, because I'm really not a big baker. So it's funny because last year we went to my Xerox Christmas party, and they give out prizes throughout the night, and they had a KitchenAid mixer, and when they drew the name for the person to win that prize, I won it. So I went home with the KitchenAid mixer, $300 KitchenAid mixer, put it on my counter. It's been sitting there since last Christmas, collecting dust. And occasionally I'll make cookies or banana bread or something, and I'm using my wooden spoon as per usual, and I'm mixing it by hand, and I forget that I have a mixer. It bugs me. So after Christmas, I'm going to, my New Year's resolution, one of them is to use my mixer more. What's the sense of having one if I'm not even going to use it? But that would be my favorite cookie or candy. Number 4, if you could go anywhere in the world to spend the holidays, where would you go? My sister and I talked about that last night, and we would love to go to New York for the Christmas holidays. I've never been to New York. We keep saying that once we sell the house, we'll have enough money to pay off all our bills and have money to go on a trip together. And I think it's going to be New York. Probably not for Christmas, but, just for the weekend or a few days. And I also like the idea of going to Disney World. When I watched Joe and Molly's video the other day, Joe answered that she would like to go to Disney World for the Christmas holidays, and I think that would be fun. So that would be an idea. If I ever won the lottery, take everybody to Disney World for Christmas. That would be fun. Number 5. What is your favorite childhood holiday memory? This is a tough one because I have a lot of holiday memories, and they involve my mom because she was so Christmassy. She had the house decorated in November. She had all of her shopping done in November. She loved Christmas music. When I listen to old Christmas songs, it makes me think of her, and it's just sad. Christmas is a sad time for me because we lost Mom when my sister was 11 and I was 13. So she was killed in a car accident on November 19th in 87. And it was pretty much a month before Christmas. She had all of her shopping done. So Christmas morning, it was like we all sat there sad because we had never had a Christmas without her before. And the house wasn't decorated like it should be because she wasn't there to decorate it. And Dad struggled, with her death. And it was just really hard unwrapping presents that her name was still on the tag, like to Karen love Mom and Dad or whatever. It's like her handwriting. So that was a tough Christmas. So every year since then, it's, it's a sad Christmas, and then we try to be happy in Mom's memory, and so that's always hard. So my favorite childhood memory would be every Christmas before that Christmas. And then my favorite adult memory would be, I don't know, all the Christmases we had after that with Dad. We just lost him a year ago, so this is our second Christmas without him. And he always tried to make Christmas good for us. And my cat's knocking things over again. It's hard without him. And one of our traditions, I love lobster. So Dad used to, every Christmas Eve, he'd order a bunch of lobster for me. He hated it. He wouldn't eat it. But he always ordered it for me. So it was nice. Christmas Eve tradition. So these past couple years we haven't had lobster on Christmas Eve, so I might make that my own tradition someday. I might even buy lobster this Christmas Eve. Oh, cat. Oh my goodness, the cat's eating. I have this decoration. I can't have real plants in this house because the cats will eat them. So I have fake plants, but the cats still eat them. So, can't even have fake plants. So anyways, those are my holiday memories, and I'm sure I have more specific holiday memories. I just really can't think of any, because when I think childhood, I think of my mom, and when I think adult Christmas, I think of my dad. So, number 6. Do you decorate for your holiday? Are you an over-decorator, a minimalist, or somewhere in between? Well, I'm about as Christmassy as my mom was. So aside from this year, the house is really decorated. I don't have 5 trees. I have friends that have 5 trees, and I don't have the room for that in my house. I have a small little bungalow, and I have room for one big tree. So I decorate usually one big tree, and then I have snowmen everywhere. I have lights everywhere, and I love to over decorate. This year I didn't. I only put out my favorites, and so I'm kind of a minimalist this year. Next year I'll probably put out everything I have. So, number 7, do you have a big holiday meal? Does it involve just your immediate family, extended family, friends, or a mixture of all? Just a second. The cat is eating something again. Go. There. Okay. Now he's got my hair elastic in his mouth and he's taken off with it. Holiday meal. We always have Christmas dinner either at my house or my sister's house. It involves me, my boyfriend, my sister, her boyfriend, his 2 kids, my daughter. And if we have Darren's daughter for the Christmas holidays, we have her over for Christmas. We alternate Christmases with her. This year, she's with her mom. Next year, she'll be with us. And sometimes Darren's mom comes to Christmas dinner with us. So it's not a huge crowd, but it's big enough. Honestly, I don't have a lot of friends I don't have a lot of friends. I have a few friends from work. I have one best friend. I have a couple friends that I talk to once in a while, but I don't have a lot of friends that come over and visit, and we don't buy for each other or anything like that. Just my friend Amy is the only friend that I buy for, and that really comes over to visit. So, number 8, what is your favorite holiday to stitch? I've only stitched one Christmas cross stitch. It was I'll show you actually. It's on my phone. It was for my sister. It was a bunch of snowmen in a circle. It said, "Let it snow." And this is it. So glary, but that's the cross stitch I made for my sister. And I loved doing it because it was so colorful. So I'd like to do more Christmas cross stitches. I mean, the pinup girl I did, she's Christmassy. But that's really only the other one I've done. And I'd love to do some Halloween ones. Halloween's my favorite holiday of the year. I love it. I don't decorate for Halloween, but I should. But it is my favorite. I love it. So I'm going to do more Halloween cross stitches and more Christmas ones. So I think that is it. I don't have anything else more to talk about. I don't think I'll do another video until after Christmas probably. I don't know how much more progress I'll have done on the pinup girl. I'm trying to have it done by Christmas. But with this new job and I'm just so tired. I don't feel like stitching after when I get home because I have my own house to clean and I have the office to clean. We're doing bathrooms and floors and garbages and sweeping and mopping and vacuuming and the kitchens. And it's really tiring. So it's only temporary till sometime in January. And then we'll be done. And I can concentrate more on stitching. I am off today, tomorrow and Wednesday, like I said, so I am planning on stitching the rest of the afternoon and all day tomorrow. All my housework's done, and I'm going to get some stitching done and try to get that pinup girl done. And I'll talk to you all in January. I'm watching your videos every day. I even canceled my cable because I'm not even watching TV anymore. I'm just watching YouTube, FlossTube, and I'm meeting so many new people, and you guys are great. I love your videos, and I try to comment on the ones I watch, but if I don't comment, it doesn't mean I'm not watching, because I'm watching all of you, and I have some favorites, and Molly and Joe, I love your Facebook group, Cross Stitch Finish Line. It's wonderful. So if any of you haven't already joined, you should join. It's called Cross Stitch Finish Line. And They focus tongue-tied again. Mostly on finishes, but it doesn't have to be all about finishes. So it's a great group, and there's some really nice people in there, and it's very laid back, and I love it, and it's growing. It's getting big. So anyways, so I won't, like I said, you probably won't see me again for a couple months, or at least a month. But I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas, and for those who don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you have happy holidays. And happy stitching, and I will see you all next month. Bye.